So recently there's been a few videos popping out from Dreams community regarding what Dreams means to a specific dreamer. That's because a fellow from Dreams community called GentlemanTom asked other people on Twitter to answer to that question in the video. I've decided that this is a great idea to take part in this what Dreams means to me week and make a video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. My name is Goomba and this is what Dreams means to me. Let's go back to 2009 where I got my first ever console, PlayStation 3, along with the racing game calling Microtransactions. This was the only game I've had for a while before getting 3 more. GTA 4, Tekken 6 and most important, LittleBigPlanet. LittleBigPlanet was the game that I never knew is gonna change my life forever. Especially back then when the only internet access you had was through the PCI MCA network modem on our laptop. That's not anymore, remember that thing? Despite being offline this entire time, I've had fun playing the game with my family in the story mode and doing some completely rookie stuff in create mode. Then LittleBigPlanet 2 came out and it was yet another game that I've played for days, and it would have been absolutely boring later on if it wasn't for that one day. 10th of June 2011. This is where we got our first bronze mount ISP. It was far from perfect, but was good enough for me to connect my PS3 to the internet and sign into the PlayStation network for the first time ever. And I was blown away. The second I chose community section, there was plenty of levels made by community ready to dive in. Then I found some peeps online and I met a lot of friends, some of them we still get along to this day. We had a lot of fun playing together in LittleBigPlanet 2, almost as it was the only game available for us to hang around. I remember us spending hours and hours not only playing with my friends but also making ambitious projects in my moon. This game was also the reason why I learned English so quickly. There was a lot of social aspects in the game, like comments, reviews, profile pages. Whenever I looked at these things, there was a lot of discussions going on, and of course in English. Out of curiosity, I was trying my best to understand what they were saying, and I was looking at the vocabulary book every time I found a new word. This is where I realized how little English is taught in primary schools in Poland. While we are only tackling present tenses during my school, I already knew the general concept and structure of many other tenses in English. It's crazy how fast I've learned English throughout me playing LittleBigPlanet 2. After I got PS4, I knew Media Molecule developers of LittleBigPlanet 1 and LittleBigPlanet 2 were cooking something for us to play on PS4. Unlike with their previous games, which we exactly knew what to expect during the trailers, that first Dreams trailer was a complete mystery to us. Nobody knew really what Dreams was supposed to be back when they only showed a couple of in-game scenes which represented different genres of games. Some of the people even joked around saying that Dreams is an LSD simulator. While the game remained a mystery until the release of the second trailer during the Game Awards in 2017. This is when the hype started rapidly growing. This is where we first saw a glimpse of the story of Dreams. For the first time ever, we saw a proper creator mode with all of the mind-blowing stuff like a complete ease of sculpting, expanded music creation, where you could make your own instruments, etc. Adding an informant interview with Alex Evans confirming a lot of features coming to the game on top of it, like online multiplayer or VR support, made it seem like this is going to be the greatest game on PS4. This made me realize this could become a true successor to LittleBigPlanet. I was sure that after that disastrous launch of LittleBigPlanet 3, which wasn't even made by Media Molecule in the first place, there would be absolutely no reason for any developer to make yet another LittleBigPlanet. Yet, the community of LittleBigPlanet has already been massively split up after LittleBigPlanet 3. Some of the people moved on to completely different games, some of the people still prefer to play LittleBigPlanet 2, and it feels like there's only a small fraction of overall LittleBigPlanet community that's equally as excited for Dreams as I am. So why am I bringing all of this? To me, the next game that is currently being made by Media Molecule could mean a complete reunion, because this game feels a lot like LittleBigPlanet, yet it's actually not LittleBigPlanet. Sure, a lot of things is exactly the same as in LittleBigPlanet, creating levels, sharing with them, with everyone to let them discover your creations, and also discovering their own. It's still getting somewhat a platformer-like story mode with point-and-click adventures in between, yet Dreams has a completely different feeling of it. For most people, Dreams no longer looks like an actual game compared to LittleBigPlanet, but rather a game engine. Looking at the massive creative aspect of the game, this might be true, but we can't forget there's more to the game than that. After the full release of Dreams, we are expecting to see VR support and online multiplayer, which is crazy honestly because this kinda reminds me of Ready Player One movie with all the people immersing themselves in a huge world where people can do whatever they come up in their mind. This entire time I played Dreams, through the closed beta and then early access, I've had an absolute blast creating and discovering stuff in Dreams, much like the first time I've ever played the first ever LittleBigPlanet. And the online multiplayer? This could feel like a lot like LittleBigPlanet 2 with the same things you could do in the game. Imagine hide and seek levels, prop hunt, heck, even slack survival, bomb survival while we are at it, but much more expanded and much more fun in multiplayer in Dreams. This feature alone would bring massive success to Dreams. The only problem? Dreams is really underrated. Compare all PS4's community, the hype of Dreams to hype of The Last of Us Part 2, and you'll see what I mean. Sure, this game sounds like a niche thing to the average gamer, and it probably will be, but really, the thing about Dreams to me that stands out the most in the current state of gaming industry, that doesn't look like Dreams would be getting any microtransactions. Like, why would you try to sell on this game where you already can do pretty much anything on your own in Dreams, with its incredible tools? I can hardly imagine that, which is really refreshing considering that games recently are getting a lot of loot boxes or season passes or other kinds of greedy business practices forced by game publishers. Media Molecule seems to be totally against that, which is a really good thing. So far Media Molecule haven't let me down at all, for once, compared to the modern day game developers, which explains a lot of gaming industry these days. Before I end this video, I wanna quickly say something to Media Molecule. If you're watching this, I want to let you know that you're the best developers out there so far, and I'm thankful for all of the good experience I've had with all of your LittleBigPlanet games, and even Terraway. I wish you to keep up the good work, and I wish you all of a giant success of Dreams. This game totally deserves it. Thank you all for watching this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave a dislike if you didn't, subscribe for new Dreams/other games related content, and I'll see you all around in the next video. See ya!